Hey, welcome to a Father's Day edition of Your Father's Story. So, today's question, moving on in the growing older section of the book. Question of the day is, what was my greatest teacher in life? I've had a few really great teachers in life. And I don't mean people. The two greatest teachers that I've had in my life by far are failure, without a doubt, and emotional pain. Sometimes emotional pain came as a result of failure, certainly, but there are some moments in life that there was no failure involved. It was just significant emotional pain that led me to kind of a deeper self-discovery and growth and learning moments. So let's just start out with failure. Failure by far. Yeah, there's been so many times in my life where I've crushed it. I've done really good on whatever the case was, whether that's academics or career-wise or financial. And it was great. Yeah, I'm happy, I'm cruising, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm learning. I mean, certainly, you want to keep the good times rolling. But usually, when you have the biggest aha moments, it's when you really screw up. So for me, let's see, because I've screwed up so many times. I've learned a lot. God, I failed so much. Let's start with some of my more recent failures. Yeah, so let's just say, failure is also very subjective, right? That's from your point of view. That's your opinion. In certain cases, it can be objective, right? If you lose a game at something, but I don't really look at those as failures anymore. But let's just talk about maybe things that I considered failures, right? So I failed business partnership, right, with my brother and with Brad. Yeah, that was a tough one to swallow for me, and certainly, I was the one who left the company. But yeah, in a sense, I did look at it as a failure for myself. Definitely not, we created a good company and they're still doing good. They're cruising along and doing really well. And I'm really happy for them. But, it was a failure for me because I left. If it, would have been continuously great, I would have stayed, right? But that was my own, as a result of that, that was a really excellent teaching moment for myself. And that's what I took it as, right? I should have known myself a little bit better. I should have thought about the things that made me tick and maybe communicated that much earlier on, and maybe not entered into the partnership at all, based upon those things. It definitely wasn't, I don't want to say it was a failure overall, because I came out of it much better, right? I learned a lot about myself, but in the moment, right, that was a failure, and it helped teach me for the long run. And so I can zoom out a little bit now and understand that and see that that was a moment of growth, and it taught me a lot. An example of emotional pain that has been a significant teacher was, when Papa died, right? So that's, I think when anyone loses a parent, especially if they're close to that parent, it has a massive effect on a person, on the child, regardless of their age, because I was close to 40. I guess I was like 38 when Papa passed. And so while it was extremely hard on me, you know, I'm at least grateful for the fact that I was a fully grown adult, because I was able to handle it, I would say, a little bit better than a much younger me. But regardless, that emotional pain, I mean, it was one of the deepest, if not the deepest, I've ever had in my life. And, you know, that over the course of time, you know, like I learned a lot about myself in the months after that, you know, like just because there were things that I had to do to keep it together, because I was still, you know, Papa was gone, but I'm still here, right? I'm still your dad. I'm still my mother's son, still my brother's brother, and I'm still me. So I had to learn how to keep it together while under a significant amount of emotional pain and, you know, the resulting stress that came from that. And then not only that, like it became a serious moment for me in my life, because, you know, I was really super down in the dumps, and it was internally crushing every day for months. But then after a couple months, I couldn't be in that state anymore. You know, like I processed that grief and that pain, and I certainly could have dwelled in it and rolled around in it for much longer. I mean, even to this day, I still feel pain from that. Like, it's at a much different level for sure. It's different now. But I used that pain at that point in time, after a couple months, to help teach me, right? Like, what am I doing here? Am I gonna sit here and roll around in this shit and be sad for the rest of my life? Or can I do my father honor by being my best self, by trying to be a great example for him, for our family, and help build upon his legacy? You know, and those started to become the deeper questions that I asked as a result of that massive emotional pain from losing him. And I mean, there were parts of me that came out that were just absolutely amazing. I mean, I did more crazy shit, like positive things, in the course of just the next couple of years as a result of that, you know? I mean, it was like really exponential growth internally. I did really well in a lot of respects, like financially and with business stuff. And then personally, I was, you know, really kind of live life to the max. And I mean, I still do. Sometimes, I mean, there's been certain moments since then where I've been down, but, you know, emotional pain keeps working itself, and failure keeps working itself back up, waking my happy ass up and getting me right back in the saddle. So, yeah, I think those are definitely two teachers that I really can't express enough gratitude to. And I hope that, well, I mean, certainly you're my daughter, and maybe the people out there that are listening, they're not my daughter. Like, I really don't wish failure and emotional pain on anyone else, but it does have, I think eventually we all need to go through it, no matter what, right? We grow older, we get sick, people around us start passing away, you know, our bodies start to lose strength, we lose loved ones, you know, like a lot of really shitty things happen in this life. And, you know, certainly we can take this failure and this emotional pain and let us drive us down, or we can use it as lessons, as teachers rather, to help teach us those deeper lessons in life about being present in the moment, about being grateful for each moment and for the souls that we choose to surround ourselves with. And we can use that to make our lives not only more of a higher quality, but more fulfilling and meaningful. Yeah. So, anyways, those are my greatest teachers. I'm grateful for them. I appreciate them. But man, I hope they don't poke their heads around every day. Just every once in a while. Just a quick little snap back to reality. So, anyways, that's what I got for this one. I'm going to get on with my bike ride. Maybe do a couple more of these. We'll see. All right. Anyhow, all right. Beautiful day out. I'm going to enjoy it. I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.